Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. This channel is called Unbecoming, which is my journey, my personal opinion, my thoughts, but all of it is from God, his Bible, just how it has grown me, and not only just grown me, just how now I'm getting to that place where I'm understanding more. I'm getting more bolder. I am having faith, stepping outside of what I'm used to. And today I just want to talk about his voice. His voice comes to you in different ways. Sometimes dreams, visions, people. You might see the same three scriptures back to back within that week. And for me, that's how I know he's speaking to me. He deals with me a lot. In those ways, as well as dropping something into my spirit. I know it's him. Confirmation and clarity. If I speak to somebody and it sounds like, or it is the same exact thing that he already told me, then I know it's, clarity. But here's the thing about that. You have to go to God. You have to be intimate with him. You have to read your word in order for you to grow more in that area of knowing his voice, because you got to discern which is God's voice, your thoughts, and Satan. Satan isn't going to bring you nothing but negativity, but sometimes he do bring you something that may sound good or may look good, and you don't know exactly what it is. So that's the whole point of staying connected to God and building a relationship with him throughout your whole life. This is not something that you do today and put away. Living for God and his journey, my journey, is a lifestyle. So I wanted to read John 10 and 27 to you guys. And then I wrote something else down. But I just wanted to read you what John 10 and 27 says about knowing God and his sheep. It says, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." Now, I looked through a whole lot of different translations, and a lot of them basically say the same thing. And in the Amplified Bible, it says, the sheep that are my own, hear my voice and listen to me. I know them, and they follow me." I love the Amplified Bible because it breaks down more details. And that's another thing. Get you different translations of the Bible and read them all together. Like, try to get everything you can get from God so that you'll know about your walk. It is not a race. You can do it at your own pace, like everything else. But you have to stay consistent with it. You have to stay consistent with it. Like with some of my friends that are not into it like me yet, I tell them just take out 15 minutes a day. That's not going to hurt anybody. I mean, quite frankly, we owe him more than that. We owe him more than that. He died for us. He is enough. So 15 minutes, I just feel like you can do 15 minutes. That's nothing. I actually like spending, I try to spend at least an hour a day. Or if it goes over into an hour, great. I love it. I absolutely love spending time with God. I love sitting in his presence. I love reading his word because I have no mentor, so I'm trying to learn and learn the correct way. I'm very humble. I take no credit in any of this at all. The glory goes to God. But right here, when it says, "My sheep hears my voice, I know them, and they follow me." Once you hear God's voice, like in the beginning, once you hear his voice and he asks you or tell you to do something, go ahead and agree with him right then. You don't want to wait around. Now, sometimes we might have to ask God, like, you know, can you send me clarity? And that's my thing. I've been asking for clarity for a lot of stuff. And because I have grown so much, sometimes he don't send me clarity. Sometimes he just want me to go ahead and step out. That's how he works in my life. But in the beginning, when I was on my journey, I used to ask for signs and wonders. But signs, and he sent them. He sent me the sign. My main sign was a white dove all the time. Now I ask him for a dove. It's not coming. Okay? It's not coming. I did that a few months ago. I'm not getting a dove no more. Because I've grown enough to know you don't need any more signs unless he just want to give me one. So with that being said, when we follow God's voice, it leads into a spirit-filled life. And you come up with ideals, things you didn't know that was inside of you. Like, I didn't know that this speaking was inside of me. I never was a big speaker. I am, my personality always been shy. I'm the back seat girl. I do not like to be involved in the front. I just didn't. So with that being said, he brings out a lot of things in you that you don't even know in you. He created you. So whatever is going on in your life right now, once you start coming to God, you'll start seeing you for who you are. Because right now, you're not who you are. You become who you are during the process of God. So let me start that back over. When we follow God's voice, it leads into a spirit-filled life, and you come up with ideas that you did not know that was inside of you. Then you become more aware what's inside of you. Then you start asking God to give you faith. Give you faith to see you as he see you. You got to ask God to give you faith so that you can see yourself as God see you. That is one of my biggest prayers. That's one of my prayers right now, because I know I could go backwards. You know what I mean? Like, I could just get shaky and be like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna do this no more. But it's not my will, it's God's will. So asking God to give you the boldness, give you what you need in order for you to see yourself as he sees you. Because you're not who you are sitting here listening to this video. You're not who you are yet. And maybe you are. But my journey right now, I am not who I'm supposed to be at. I can see the old Sheikah back there, but I'm also can see who he's allowing me to become. So today, I just want to give you that scripture of John, and asking you to, sit down, talk with your Father, and allow him to use you for his glory. But you got to know his voice. You got to know his voice. He knows yours, but you got to know his voice. That's the biggest key, is knowing when he's speaking to you, knowing when he's telling you to shift, knowing when he's telling you to pray for somebody. That is the biggest thing. You got to know his voice. So how do you get to know his voice? Spend time with your Father. Whenever if you are a parent and you're in a grocery store somewhere, and you hear a whole lot of kids laughing and playing, and you hear that one particular cry. Now, you hear that one particular cry from a different aisle, and maybe your baby got away or something. I don't know. But that certain cry that you hear, you know that it's your baby's cry. So you go over to the next aisle. I mean, she shouldn't be over there by herself, no way. But you go over there to the next aisle, and there's your baby sitting there crying. But you've already spent enough time with this baby You already spent, you know what I'm saying, every day with this child. So you know your child's voice. You know your child's cry. So that's just like with God. When we spend enough time with him, and you spend enough, you abide in him and him in you, and you just spend enough time with God, you pretty much know his voice. You have to spend time. Now that really just got all twisted up because that wasn't even something for me to say, but that's how you become aware of his voice, by spending time and seeking his face and asking him, Lord, increase my ability to hear your voice. Remove all the distraction and other voices out of my mind, out of my heart, out of my thought, out of my soul, so I can focus on hearing yours and learning it. So with that being said, just make sure that you're aware and listening for your Father's voice, and it'll never steer you wrong. So with that being said, just make sure John 10:27, you meditate on it, you study it, and ask God to show you, and he will. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.